Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a fall inspired thrift flip video. These items I have either had in my stash for a while, a couple I have found recently, and I did get a couple of them from an estate sale. So let's get started on these projects. I'm super excited to share them with you. And the first project, we're going to start with this basket that I thrifted a while ago. I had an idea for it and I just kept putting it aside, so we're gonna do it for this video. I wanted to paint it white and I wanted to distress it back. I was going back and forth on how I wanted to apply the paint. The very first thing that I did though is I did give this 2 good coats of shellac. I did not want to have any bleed through, especially using a light color like white. I didn't want to have to paint multiple coats if not necessary. So I did do 2 coats of shellac. I let it dry and I am using this color is Fluff by Dixie Belle. It is a chalk paint, and I really like using the Dixie Belle paint. I think it has very good coverage, and I like the consistency of it as well. So I'm going to give this 2 good coats, and I'm going to let it sit and fully dry. And then from there, I am going to distress it. So I at first tried wet distressing and it did not work very well. I don't know if it was the material, I wasn't pushing hard enough. It took a while to get like a little area. So I decided to take it outside and I'm using my detail sander. I love this sander. I have linked it in the description before and I will link it again. It is not an affiliate link. I just really do like this sander and it's battery operated. So it's even better because I can take it anywhere. I don't have to be next to a plug. So I just took 220 grit sandpaper and I gave it a good sanding until I was happy with it. This material was very heavy duty. It wasn't like a thin wicker or basket material, so it held up to sanding really well. And then I decided that the inside looked unfinished. So I painted the top, the inside top portion had a little strip of wood. I did paint it the same color white, and then I decided to add a transfer. Um, I cannot remember the name of this transfer offhand, so I will leave it in up here on the screen for you. I went back and forth because I do like adding transfers and I love seeing them on projects when I'm watching videos. But sometimes when I do transfers myself, I just feel like they don't look as good as when I see them, from other crafters when I'm watching them. I don't know if I'm not, I don't know. Maybe it's just like I love seeing it, but when I do it myself, it's just not exactly my vibe. I don't know if that's the right word, but I did apply this transfer. It went on really easy. It is from IOD. And then I sealed it with Minwax polyacrylic. I just did 1 coat and then this piece was done. And I love it because you can fill this for like different seasons. So I'm going to style it for fall with it's like a basket full of pumpkins, but you can fill it for any, decor that you want or use it not even for decor. If, someone wanted to use it for personal items, then they can use it for that as well. You'll have to let me know what you guys think in the comments of this first project, and then we are going to roll right into this next one. So I will say this project is my favorite. I got both of these frames from an estate sale maybe like a month or 2 ago. I do have a video on it. I will link it in the description if you're interested in seeing that haul video. I had an idea right away with what I wanted to do with them, but it didn't work out. So then I went to plan B, which I'm going to show you here, and that didn't work out. And then I ended up with plan C, which I am absolutely in love with. So plan A was I was going to use one of the IOD stamps. It's the one with the pumpkins. I can't remember the name of it again. I bought it. I got it from Sonnet's Garden Blooms from her website and I got it with this project in mind, but the small pumpkin was still too big. So I scratched that idea and then I was like, okay, well, I will decoupage an image onto these frames. So that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to show you. It's going to be really quick because I end up not doing this, so I don't do like a full tutorial. But I did paint those the frame, the art. I did paint it white. It is not true art. It's like print. It was like printed paper onto it, and it was peeling off anyways. So I painted it white, and then I applied Mod Podge, and I didn't like it. Like it was okay, but I wasn't happy with it. So I went to plan C. So plan C for me was I printed two images from Canva. So I do have an account with Canva, and I printed these two images that I really, really liked. If you just print something from Google, that will work as well. So I printed them just on my normal printer, and then I'm using thick cardboard as my backing. So I am going to glue um, the the image onto the cardboard, and I am going to let it sit for a while to make sure that it's dry, and then I will once it's dry I am going to apply Mod Podge to the top. So I didn't apply Mod Podge to the base of, or to like the bottom portion of it, because I wasn't sure if it was going to like wrinkle the printer paper. So that's why I did the glue stick. And I'm doing Mod Podge on top, and I'm making sure that I am getting even strokes in the same direction. My goal is to make it look like it is um, like a painted piece, or like the oil look or something, so it's not just like, oh, you just printed a picture. If you know what I mean. Like, I will show images of what it looks like so you can like see the Mod Podge, like the brush strokes as it dries. And I think it makes it look, like that authentic look, even though it's not a real authentic painting. So that was what I was going for with these. And I went with a true like fall image with the pumpkins. And then I did this one because it's more like Halloween, but it doesn't scream Halloween. And then I just put them into the frames, and then these are done. Like I said, these are my favorite projects. I really hope that you guys like this one. Um, I will definitely be looking for more frames to do something like this. And I love this because you can print any image that you want for any season, and you can easily swap them out and change them if you get bored, or like I said, for any other season. I really hope you guys like this one, and definitely let me know in the comments what you think. So for this next project, we're going to be starting with this piece that I thrifted. It's a faux shutter. I'm pretty sure it's like MDF. I got it for, I think, like $2 from the thrift store. And my original plan was to use the scrap piece of fence board and make a shelf on it. That did not work. So I went to plan B, and I'm doing the shutter the same way that I was going to in the first place. So I wanted to have this green come through. So I'm using candle wax so that when I apply the paint to it, wherever the wax is, the paint will not adhere to it, or at least it won't adhere well to it, so that when I distress it back, then you'll see the green coming through, and it's just so much easier to distress, and it looks really natural. So instead of painting it by hand, I am using spray paint. I just thought it would be a lot easier to paint the shutter with spray paint than to try and get into all the nooks and crannies of the shutter with a paintbrush. So I'm just using the Rust-Oleum Minwax, or Rust-Oleum, it's like the 2 times spray paint, and I let it sit for, I think, like a good 24 hours. And then I am just taking this sanding block or pad, and I am distressing it back. And it, like I said, it is super easy to distress because the wax, it just doesn't adhere. The paint just doesn't adhere to it. So it looks really like chippy, and I love it. And so for plan B, since the shelf didn't work, I am um, I am hammering in a nail, and then I'm going to take this pail that I thrifted a long time ago. I actually thrifted like a stash of them and I've never used them. So I am pushing the one side down so that I can make it flat so it'll go flush up against the shutter. And then I'm going to hang that on the shutter, and then this way you can put greenery in it, and again it can be interchangeable for the different seasons, since it's like a hanging decor piece. So I am going to be adding floral to this, and I will give the disclaimer that I did not have any um, fall picks to add to this one, so I'm using this greenery. And again, this is great because you can just use it for any greenery that you want. So I did want to share with you what I did, even though it's not 100% fall. You still get the idea of, if you have something like this, how you can style it. And of course, greenery can be interchanged with these pieces because I'm not using any hot glue, and it is just sticking into the floral foam. So I really hope that you guys like this idea. I really love the shutter itself, and the wax technique. I really enjoy using that. If you haven't tried that wax underneath the paint yet, definitely give it a shot. It does make distressing so much easier, and I think, like I said earlier, I think it looks pretty like authentic chippy. I know that spray paint does work a little different than chalk paint, but it still worked out in the end. So for our final project, I thrifted this maybe a month or so ago. I got it for only a couple bucks, and I really loved the wood container or tote that it was in, but that greenery had to go. So I removed all the greenery, and I realized that the more I touched this, the wood crate, like some of the black was like coming off. So I'm not sure what type of finish this was, if it was like a DIY or it was like that. So I sealed it with one coat of Minwax polyacrylic so that it wasn't going to come off on anybody's hands. This is going to go into my booth, so I didn't want anyone's hands getting that film or residue on it. So I sealed it up, I set it aside to dry, and then in the meantime I am going to decide on the picks that I want to use. So I'm using a variety of picks that I have either had from last year and new ones that I have recently bought from Hobby Lobby, and I am just going to fill this until I am happy with it. I am still learning when it comes to floral arrangements, but I know that I like symmetry, so I am going to be adding the leaves as the primary like filler, and I'm going to fill it up as much as I can with the leaves. I'm going to add random picks in that I have where I can that are appealing to my eye, and then from there I'm going to fill it with any small greenery pieces that I have or anything else that will hide any of the gaps that I have or any of the floral foam. I just don't want to see any of that either. So I'm going to mess with it until I am happy. And then I do add a little Hello Fall wood tag that I got from Hobby Lobby. I do add it to one side, and I just add a little bit of hot glue in case anyone wants to pop it off, or if I want to pop it off because I realize that I don't like it. So then this piece is done. I really hope that you enjoy this project. I really hope that you enjoyed all of the other projects. And if you did like this video, please give it a like, and please consider subscribing. I really appreciate all the love that I have received since my last video. You guys are amazing. I'm still going through the comments. It was Labor Day weekend. And I was gone, so I'm still replying to people. Thank you so much for, again, your love, for commenting, for liking, for sharing, for everything. And I am so happy to welcome all of my new subscribers. I hope you continue to enjoy these videos. And I love all of you guys. And thank you so much for everyone, especially for those that have been there from the beginning. Have a great rest of the week. Bye, guys.